Waiting here. Okay, I sent it to you. You can request to join. Here, I'll try. Join. Okay, I sent it to you again. Should show up on your phone screen somewhere. Do you see the invite? Okay, do you see where it says request to join? There should be a button where you can request to join. Let's see here. I sent it again. Maybe it's your account won't allow you to do it or something. Okay, we got
Yo,
it.
what's up, my man?
Well, was it that you couldn't see it on the screen, or how does it work when I
N-
send it to you?
No, when you're sending to me, I'm not seeing anything. So I'm the one that sent it to you.
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
How's it going?
So what's up out there? Like, you can't do your shows or anything? I haven't really heard.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's dead, bro. You can just see outside. Tumon. This is the hotel area right outside my house, and it's super quiet. Right there, just got a couple of guys over here drinking some beers on the side of the street, but. No, man, there's no tourists, there's no sporting events, there's no contact sporting events. I mean, even like something like golf, you can't even do a tournament. You can play golf, but you cannot hold a tournament. You can't hold cluster events. Stupid. I mean, in my opinion, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, I'm sure everyone has their own opinions, and you do too. But you know, Guam, they said we're gonna have 26,000 deaths. We're only just a little bit over 100, and and that's still a lot, but. I mean, people are not dropping dead every day, and I don't know. I just think it's a fucking scam or something. Something's weird. Something's going on because you can't come to small shops, small restaurants, but you can go to Home Depot and go into United Airlines. Like I was just in Home Depot last week, and there must have been like 500 people in there and like 40 people in my lane, which is okay. It's not a problem because COVID knows it's not supposed to go to Home Depot. But if you went to like a small restaurant or small coffee shop, then you're gonna get COVID there. So we're not allowed to do these events because whatever. So it's gonna be a while. I think we're looking at no summer, May that they're gonna open it up, and if they do, then we'll be able to do something. But I'm also thinking of just doing like what the UFC does, just create our own little bubble thing and just have events online. No one no fans, no spectators. So we're still thinking. I don't even know if that's gonna make. How would that make money for us right now too, right? So we're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, do you think it's going to put a damper on your event, or I
Oh,
mean,
it's absolutely already did. Guam. The last biggest thing that Guam had was Brawl. That was March 13. March 15th, the governor put us on lockdown, our first lockdown. So we just squeezed right by it. We got lucky there. Um, but yeah, I mean, I really don't know what to say right now until yeah, the governor gives us a go.
Like, what about your other businesses? Does it like, is it having a big impact on that?
Oh yeah, big time. Well, we own coffee stuff, so we're okay. I mean, we're lucky we still have our locals and the military coming in, and we just had like I didn't actually go last night, but I heard we had a really big New Year's thing over there. We had a band, and it was really cool. Over 100 some people down there, so that was really nice. I stayed home with my family. Uh, yeah, my coffee roasting company and my popsicle company has took a big hit because a lot of our vendors were the hotels, and no tourists. They don't need coffee, so that kind of that really hurt us big time. And then of course the mid and brawl, we can't do anything, can't travel.
So, what about like the pot stuff?
Oh, the weed. I mean, well, it's legal for recreational use, but it's illegal
Yeah.
to sell still. So I'm still planning it in the background. I mean, I still, you know what I mean. I still got my bonds, so I'm still. We're getting ready for it. It's just it's. I mean, it's only so much we can do right now. Still.
Yeah, because I see pictures of you like in these oceans of plants.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So a lot. I was just in Vegas, and I went and did some cannabis research and had some meetings out there. And I think that's what of course, now I mean we can still have weed, but I'm allowed to give it to you as a gift. I'm not allowed to sell it or make any type of transactions or any type of trade. So zero trade, zero selling. But you know, yeah, there's a lot of weed. It just there's you can't sell it.
They
Yeah.
let you grow it though.
Oh yeah, you're allowed to grow. Yes, you're allowed to grow, but you can't sell, and you can't trade.
Yeah, it seems kind of strange. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's just more for recreational personal use. But yeah, for business wise, I mean, I can sell stuff like if I'm not in that business yet. Like if I wanted to sell like pipes and paraphernalias and papers and anything around or growing supplies. But already a friend of mine, a bunch of my friends are actually doing that, so that's not something I'm gonna do right now. Um, I definitely want to get my own dispensary and my own like cafe going on, but we just gotta wait to see what the government does.
If you guys have any questions for Melker, you can put them in. I see some of your friends are joining in here, I think. But
Oh, what's
because
up, guys?
like yeah, like your followers can see it. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay, okay, cool, okay.
if you guys have any questions, just shoot them and I'll read them out here. But yeah, I
Yeah.
was
So what?
kind of like, I'm sorry.
No, no. So what are we doing? What are we were talking about the old school fights? What are we gonna do?
Yeah, we can if you want. I was just kind of doing stuff on New Year's Eve just for the heck of it, you know. Like,
Okay, okay, okay. So how's things with you? How's everything over there?
well, in Oklahoma, I mean, from what I've seen, people are still training and doing stuff like they always were.
Okay.
But maybe that's why our numbers are high. You
So
know
what's
what?
hot?
Huh?
Well, sorry, there's a plane passing by.
Yeah, I said maybe that's why our numbers are higher than a lot of
Okay.
places too. But you know, who knows? I mean, the stats here aren't very good, obviously, but
Already. Okay.
yeah, like a lot of people are sick, I guess. I mean, I know some people that are sick. I don't. I knew some older people that passed, but I know a couple of young people that got pretty sick, like they're in the hospital now. But as far as the people training and stuff, like I haven't, heard of anybody getting, you know.
Yeah, like we're still training. I got our guys still training. They have to train, right? They got to get ready for their fights. So we create our little bubbles here and there for like our heavyweights and our lightweights. But yeah, man, I mean it's real fucking simple, right? If you're sick, stay home. If you have a slight symptom and you just feel a little bit something almost possibly coming, then fucking stay home. Don't come around. Um, you know, don't go out, you know, and so I mean, Guam has been we've been really good over here. I mean, we our numbers have dropped drastically, and the governor has put out something where instead of it 6 people per table, 6 feet distancing, we can now do 15 people per table at 6 feet distance. So it's I mean we're opening up slowly. Still no tourists, but um, yeah, I think we're doing a I think the locals are doing a good job in keeping everyone safe, you know. And I think if there's one thing about this whole COVID thing is if you go to like the sports stores and you try to buy a bicycle, there's no fucking bikes. Everything's sold out. So it has forced people to go outdoors and do things outdoors and to work out and to seek a better lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle. So I think that's pretty cool. Um, so you see a lot. Like I live in Tumon, right? So Tumon is basically what you call the hotel street here, and never ever in my fucking life have I seen so many fucking people running on both sides of the streets. I swear, like you're gonna get COVID running on the fucking sidewalk because there's so much people running. But you know, it's those are the healthy ones, right? So I don't think healthy people are gonna catch it. I mean, let me knock on wood, right? Not unless you have some type of conditions. But that's one thing I feel like what this whole COVID thing has done is it's forced people to go outside, get healthy, break a sweat. Go, you know, they're letting the sun hit their body and you know make activating that vitamin D, which is I think which is I feel that is very important, right, to sustain a healthier a healthy immune system. Um, so yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't know, you know. So in terms of like our events and shit like that, like I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to the governor, the LT, and the, you know, the Senate, the legislature, and figure out how we can just do our show already. You know what I mean? Like it's people are itching for it. I got never ever. I've been in this fighting game for what 20 some years, and so 20 years ago, we everyone wanted to go to Japan and fight, right? You want to go to Pride and Bushido and Shuto and Pancrase, and you wanted to get out into Dream and K1 whatever. And never did I ever think like, you know, okay, that I'll get in this part of the business. But now that I am, I got all these gyms. I got like 300 fighters from Dagestan that want to fight here in Guam. I mean, fuck, from every event, from the Koreans to the Japanese, the Hawaiians, you name it, Brazil, fucking Russia, all over Russia. They were like, Melker, when's your next show? Please, you know, I want to fight. I got fighters. I got fighters. I got 100 fighters for you. I got 50 fighters for you. I got 300 fighters for you. I'm like, fuck, you know, we're not that big. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have all that money, and even if we did, I don't have the venue, and you know, we don't want to just like throw events every weekend, right? But now that was throwing big shows. Now we're thinking maybe if we do small shows and do it like the UFC. We can do weekly shows, absolutely,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
everything will be fine. So now that whole mentality changed for me. Like I just want to do like 3 shows a year, 3 big shows. You know what I mean? And have, you know, keep people interested. So we don't flood the market. But now if I'm gonna do, you know, get you man, if I'm gonna do small shows and with no spectators, and fuck, I can then we can do shows every fucking weekend. You know. Um, But I don't know. I don't know. We just gotta wait to see what the governor wants, and when like again, like they're even trying to figure out like high school sports. You know what are they gonna do with the high school sports? But I was trying to tell them that if we were to do our shows, I mean, we'll just run like the UC. We'll just create our bubble and we'll test everyone, make sure everyone's safe and clean and free of COVID. And um, man, I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much what I think. You know, but
How connected are you to the governor in Guam?
Um, I mean, I know she is. You know, I'm good friends with her son. We play golf. He's on my golf club. The lieutenant governor is my cousin, but it's not just their choice. You know, they gotta run it by the whole team and the legislature. But ultimately, she has the main say. I think right now what we're working on is putting together a commission, and when we do that, that's gonna help open up. I know ONE FC wants to come to Guam. They want to do like their own little bubble events too, and which is fine. Like for me, some people don't want him to come. For me, I don't really care. Brandon Ver is a good friend of mine. He's on that, but it's like if they did it and they came to Guam, that's not gonna stop bro from doing our own thing. We're definitely gonna do our own thing. So and it won't. I don't think it will hurt us. I know. I'm sorry. I know it won't hurt us.
This guy's saying for you to speak in Japanese. No.
Hey, konnichiwa, Genki. Hey, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Here, na.
Hideaki
Kyotsukete. All the
Fukushige.
best. Yeah, he's a cool
Neither of
guy,
us
man.
can speak
That's really.
Japanese. Mine's bad now.
Yeah.
But, like, because you had to wait, is it going to make it harder financially for you to do another show, or are you just waiting and it's no big deal?
Oh no, well definitely it's gonna hurt us financially. I don't know if we're gonna even be able to how we're gonna be able to get sponsored. But then again, I don't know. It might be a lot easier to get sponsors because we're straight up pushing online. Now how would the probably ask what and how is that gonna drive traffic to my business and it'll be the same shit like hey well we're gonna give you guys tons of viewership, you know what I mean, and we're gonna hit a different demographic for you guys. So there's that's possibly a way where we can actually get some outside money, some investment money, some sponsorship money. Um, yeah, I mean, no, right now, yeah, it's so tough because people are against the fence and there's not a lot of money to just be spent right now, at least for Guam, right? So we're a very, very small market. But if I working with the Japanese and the Russians, the Dagestan guys and the Brazilians and team places like ATT and Extreme Couture and all these other BJ Penn's guys, and if we start to bring in international fighters, I'm sure we can put in the international money.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad because you're just kind of starting to get going.
Yeah, man, we had a really nice show, man. It was really nice. It was very sexy. The fights was amazing. We just spent all this money on this cage. Um, but you know, it, it's okay. I mean, once the planet figures out what they gotta do, I mean, we're still here. We're not going anywhere anytime soon. But I think if our government does allow us to do some sporting events, uh, and they open up the travel, right? So now this whole thing, if you come to Guam, you got to quarantine 2 weeks. It's just a bunch of, I don't know, it's a bunch of bullshit. So we just gotta wait it out and figure out what's gonna happen now. But yeah, don't worry, we're still gonna do it, boss. We're definitely gonna do shows. We just wanna be in compliant and wait for the government to see what's up.
How many people are training over there? Is it more than the old days or less?
Well, then up. It picked up big time, and then right now, because of this whole social distancing, you're not allowed to what do you call that have like gyms like what do you, like I know our CrossFit gym that we're at, they had to take out our mats because they have to do like the 6 feet squares and shit like that. So I don't know, but we have a few gyms. There's maybe like 5 gyms on island, and they all the gyms participated in all our shows, whether it was submit or brawl. But now I don't know, man, because it's the social distancing. I don't know. I don't even know if they're open right now. I know my gym's open, but my gym's only open just for our fighters. We cannot take any customers.
Yeah, how does that work? Okay, so you have a gym, and I was just talking to my friend on the live before this. Like, you have X amount of students, you make some money, but now not being able to do that, I mean, not without like saying your financials because it's none of my business, but maybe in general, how long can gyms last? Do they survive off the savings, or how does that work?
And I don't know. I don't know. For me, my our fight gym where our fighters train is at one of my properties, so I owe myself rent, which is I'm not
Oh,
gonna charge. So I'm okay. The other gyms, I'm what they got with their landlords and their deals. I don't know, but it's tough, man. I mean, there's a lot of places that have closed down. I have a coffee shop down the street that I actually franchise out to one of the guys, and I think he's thinking of selling it because there's no tourists in this area, and I'm not thinking of buying it either or taking it over from him because it doesn't make sense for me right now.
but your main coffee shop is still
Yeah,
Seems to be.
coffee shop going. Yeah, coffee shop. We still have water employees. We have not shut down. I think, and if there's one thing I gotta say about our coffee shop is we are the first one of the, or possibly the first when they did indoor dining. I would have to say we're probably one of the first. Could be open up at 6 in the morning, right? So I don't know else who had customers at 6 in the morning besides us. So I think it's safe for me to say I think we were the first to do indoor dining on island. We're the first to throw bans during this pandemic and DJs. Hey, Yumet, come here. Mina, get her. Yumet. I'm on a. Sorry, my dog's running to the neighbors.
Uh,
Yumet. Sorry. She goes to the neighbors and I gotta run over there. I don't want to do that. So yeah, so I am very, very grateful and fortunate for for um for Coffee Slip to still be alive. We've been hit up by the Guam Police Department and Public Health almost every Friday, but we're in compliant. People call and complain, hey, these guys have a lot of people over there, but then when they go there, we're in compliant. You know what I mean?
no, they
Everyone's
mess with you and stuff.
all the time. Well, I guess people are just driving by and they're like, hey, there's so much people at Coffee Slut. Like they try to tattle on us, and then a public health will come, Guam Police Department will come, and they don't do nothing because we're in compliant. Where everyone's in their chairs and 6 feet apart. We're taking pictures, we're taking videos. We got nothing to hide. So if there's anything, like, I think for me to say that we have actually started this whole thing during the pandemic. I'm
How
not.
can
And
that be worse than Home Depot? Like you're saying, it doesn't make sense.
makes no sense, bro. Like, no fucking sense. Like, man, I go to Home Depot all the time. They don't fucking scan me on my temperature and make me put the alcohol on my hand. You know what I mean? And hand sanitizer. You just walk right in and grab it and start touching all this shit. So you mean to tell me everything in Home Depot, whenever a customer touches something, you think they're wiping it down? Hell no. No fucking way. No way. Absolutely no way. But at least in our coffee shop, every time you guys get off a table, come out of the restroom, we sanitize everything. I mean, we're doing our part to keep our staff and our customers and our family safe. We're doing everything possible, and we're also providing live entertainment for them. No one in Guam is doing live entertainment, you know, through this whole pandemic. So the past 3 months, we've been throwing live bands and live DJs. And we're enjoying the sunset. So we're in compliance. We're following all the rules. We're keeping everyone safe and clean. And they still try to come and tell us, oh, some people are complaining. I'm like, fuck off. Tell them to fuck off. Like, man, like. So if they go to Payless or they go to Home Depot, it's okay for them to touch everything, and it's, you know what I mean. I don't know. It's ridiculous. I'm just so freaking over it, bro. But I'm just happy that my family, my friends are safe and we're still healthy. Uh, the very very first COVID death on island is actually my one of my students' mom. So people can't say, "Hey, Malker, don't say like that," whatever. I'm like, why? Can Because the very first person that died from COVID is my student's mom. You know, Obviously she had underlying conditions, but it's regardless, right? COVID was the capper for her to take her away. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
You had some people compete in Horizon. What did you think of that? You didn't
Um,
go, right? So I mean, it was
Last night, you mean?
yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's tough. I had my boy Kyle. I mean, he was doing really good against the guy from Bonsai, and fuck, he just got clipped, man. I think when Kyle had him on the ground, Kyle like shot him to the ground. Kyle should have just stayed on top and just straight up ground and pound and just, you know what I mean? He should have just mangled him and just start dropping bombs. Yeah, he let the guy back up and they start to box again. The guy clipped him, boom, dropped him, choked him out, put him to sleep. Uh, so that's, rule number one. You take a guy down, you got in good position. Don't give him the chance to stand back up. You know what I mean? That was big fucking lesson learned. My sister Mia Yamamoto, obviously okay, Yamamoto's sister, she actually got choked out too in the first round, like a minute into the first round. So, but these kind of things happen, and it for me, as one of the gym and the coach, it sucks to see that shit happen. But especially when you're watching from Guam, you're not there. But it is what it is, man. It's, it was a tough year for us. Very, very tough year for us, but we'll be back, man. Our guys are still pumped. They're fucking pumped more than ever right now. They want to get
Was
back
it
to the gym.
was it just too hard for you to go, or is
No, well, yeah, it's so the thing. If I were to go to Japan and corner them, then I would have done the 2 week quarantine, and I kind of just go to Japan just to do 2 week quarantine. I got so much stuff going on here in Guam. I got stuff going on right now, or if I could have gone there and actually, go and work and do my, go hit the road and do my thing, then that would have been okay. But that the fact that they wanted me to do like a 2 week hotel quarantine on my nickel and dime, no, no way I would have done that. And then it's Christmas, right? It was Christmas. It's my birthday. It was my anniversary. Oh man, and then New Year. So I like, I got 1 week of the full blown holiday package. So to be out there is for them for the fight. I would have loved to have gone, obviously, for sure. But I would have, if that was the case, if they didn't have this COVID thing, I would have taken my family. So then we would have all been out there. But yeah, COVID kind of restricted me from going.
it sounds like you can't, train the way you want to either, right? I mean, or they can't for the fights, because of
Uh,
how things are.
no, no, no. Our guys are still training. We still have access to the gyms, but we gotta just keep in our little small bubble. We create this little small team, so no, we're still good. I mean, we're still training. There's no excuse, no excuse why they lost. It was just they lost because they lost. Their
Oh,
opponent
but
was
does it
better.
make people apprehensive, you think, some of these fighters, because they're there's a lot of people fighting the UFC you probably would never see fighting in the UFC now, and a lot of them are fighting short notice and these kind of things because of this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All same as our guy got in. He was Roki got into the UFC in like a 3 day notice, but it takes 1 day to get to the states. It takes about 18 hours to get to Vegas. It's like that, 18 hours depending on your layover. And when you get there, he hit the ground running and doing all his medical, and then next day win, and next day fight, the next day come home. So it was a rush, moving at 100 miles an hour with no rest, getting 3 hour rest, body jet lag, But you know, I think the UFC now they got this platform where, like with ESPN, where they can just keep doing fights and shows and bringing in as much as far as now they got access to so many fighters. You know what I mean? Fighters we don't know about anymore.
Yeah, but I was always thinking like you said, they're training normally, but is it almost like you have to be a little apprehensive, or you just say we're just going to train, and if we get COVID, so be it?
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much the attitude we have. You have to have, because in other sports like in golf or tennis or table tennis or
Next to my wallet on the shelf.
you,
Okay.
you have distance. All right, you gotta fucking you got no other choice but to grab each other and to be personal.
Yeah.
It's all good. No worries. Just
Here
got
it is.
everyone safe and keep their
My wife's asked for the keys, but I had them. I didn't even realize
no
it.
worries.
Yeah, so that's crazy, man, because I would think, like, for all the things you have to do to train with this going on, it's almost like people are fighting, but it's not ideal for what they want to be doing, really, as
Yeah.
far as, but they're just kind of doing it for the money.
Yeah, and well, I guess part of the money, and you got some of these guys that have money, they just want to fight.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a few people out there that do have cash that are actually well off, and they just love fighting. They love the competition. So, but then there's a lot of them that just sort of really, yeah, you're right. There is a handful of them that just really want to fight for money because that's just all they know. Some of them, they only have a plan is to fight. A lot of these guys, they don't have a plan B or a plan C. They don't have something to fall back on, you know. So a lot of it's unfortunate. You see a lot of these great fighters, a lot of really, really, really talented, skilled guys, and they're training for 1 year straight. They don't get a fight. They go back to doing cocaine or ice or fucking, you know what I mean? They
Mm.
go go into fucking hard drinking like 3 months straight, and but it's just the nature of these guys, you know. And these guys are beasts, they're animals, and if you're not going to give them a platform to showcase or to release some of that aggression, they're going to take it out in the bar or go fucking hit the pipe and do drugs, or you know.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, I know the beauty about this industry is, you know, bro, we get them all from both sides of the rainbow, man. You get the saints, the you got the, you know, you know the deal, man. You got the politicians, you got the business, the corporate guys, you got the white collar, blue collar, and on the other side of the rainbow, you got the most craziest motherfuckers that are in that, you know, that true real fighters. You know, they were bred to fight. But when you go from the mid to that part of the spectrum of the rainbow, a lot of these guys, they don't have mentorship, they don't have guidance, they don't have mental toughness. You know what I mean? They don't have support. So when there's no fighting for them, if they're not given a bow or something to stay sharp, they tend to go back to the life they know. You know, which
Mm.
is drugs, dealing drugs. Sad, but it's the fucking life, man. That's just that's just the game. And you know, I'm just very fortunate that I got a lot of good guys. And don't get me wrong, I had a lot of naughty motherfuckers that walked to our gym, like any gym. You know, and I feel and I know that mixed martial arts is like a rehab for a lot of these people. It helps them to release that stress. You know what I mean? To find a group and a clique of a crew that they can bond with. You know what I mean? They have something in common. And then when you're around positive people, it helps these guys to stay positive or keep on a straight line. The moment they don't have a gym to work out, or they don't have a fight or a bout, they start to relax, take a break, and do drugs, and then fuck, sometimes they never come back. You know. But yeah.
Well, man, I appreciate you taking time out. I don't want to keep you all day. A lot of your people are joining on here, but they don't seem to have any questions for you.
No way. It's
Maybe they
okay.
don't want to ask you something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you guys have any questions, you could ask them something right quick. But I mean, I know you're
So
busy.
yeah, man. Wait. I love you, my brother. Happy New Year. I wish you and your family the best. Uh, yeah. I'm just here in Guam, and I'm gonna get a workout with my daughter right now. Try to get my abs back. But yeah. Thanks for having me, my man. Be safe.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It was great talking to you. Happy New Year.
Right on, bro. Okay. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, take care.
Bro.